Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, I am very proud to present to you guys the brand new Obsidian Camo in Modern Warfare. Basically, for those of you guys that have not kept up to date with Modern Warfare, right now in the game there's actually another Mastery Camo that you can go for. So instead of having gold and then platinum and then ending it off on Damascus, which is where you get gold for everything, right now you can actually get a camo called Obsidian. And the way that Obsidian is obtained is that if you have a golden gun, on that said golden gun, if you get, and this is going to depend on how many kills that you need, a certain amount of kills for the gun and a certain amount of matches, you will be awarded the Obsidian Camo. Now, it's different per gun class. So, for example, I went for the MP5 and SMG, which is actually 15 kills in 150 different matches. Now, for example, something like an AR, like the M4, which is one of the more popular guns in the game, it will be 200 matches. So it actually is different depending on what gun you're going for, so some are faster than the other ones. And there is also a cool method that you can actually do to do this right now. Right now, you can actually just play the Shipment 24/7 playlist because it's not Shipment and Shootouts, it's just purely Shipment. So right now, you can just grind out camo challenges like left and right like that. And I got this with only in the span of roughly about 6 days, a little under a week, and that's just because I was spreading it out amongst everything else. But if you want to, you could do multiple 12-hour playing sessions, and if you're pretty decent, you could get this in like a day or two. If you're uberly sweaty, you can get this in a day or two. Now, here it is actually right now on screen. This is the Obsidian Camo. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking like, wow, that camo does not look good. That camo looks bland. That camo looks boring. That camo looks like this, that, and the other. Now, there is something I would like to elaborate on the camo here real quick. Number one, I acknowledge the fact that is not the best looking Mastery Camo that has ever been in Call of Duty. In my humble opinion, I think this is actually one of the worst ones we've seen. But however, though, this is still better than some other ones, in my opinion. This is going to sound really weird, but I honestly think this looks better than Platinum and Damascus. Plus, it actually looks better than Chrome from World War II. This is not the worst camo by far. It's actually got a pretty decent slick look to it in certain angles, and I overall just like the plain black. It's color subjective, I understand. Some people like more crazy camos like Dark Matter from Black Ops 3, for example, where it glows and it's neon and it's all over the place. And I like those camos, but I can respect a nice, slick, clean black. Now, you also may be thinking, okay, well, if you like slick camos, why'd you not like Platinum, or why'd you not like Chrome? And it's gonna sound stupid, yes I know, but hear me out. I like the idea of a plain black camo more than Chrome or Platinum because I don't like the silver kind of shiny look. I'd rather just have a slick black. Like, for example, all my clothing as of recent years is black. I like the color black. I have the name Black Ninja 797. I like the color black, okay? So cut me some slack. So, yes, some people don't like it, but that's whatever. It's to each their own. I won't judge yours. If you genuinely think Damascus looks better, if you like Chrome, if you like any other camo, that's completely fine. That's up to you at the end of the day. I'm just glad that the camo doesn't suck and it gave me something to go for. Plus, also, it's a second option for somebody that could master the game. Like, for example, if you want to go for Damascus or Obsidian, now you got a choice. Or if you also want to, you could go for both if you're that crazy. It's just nice to have options and variety. I like this camo. I really, really do. So now when it comes to this camo, I wanted to mention what it was like to grind for it and just overall my thoughts of how the process went. First things first is that this camo, for what it's worth, is actually pretty easy to unlock. It's just killing in different matches. It's not headshots, it's not long shots, it's not hip fire kills, it's not mounting kills, something stupid like that. Oh, God forbid if it was mounting kills. It's also, God forbid, if it was long shots. Those are by far the worst challenges. But it's not something stupid. It's actually something so easy that if you went for gold, that if you use the gun on a regular basis, eventually you'll just get the camo. Like, you do not have to play differently than a normal player to get this camo. If you can just kill a lot, you're easily going to get this. If you genuinely suck, then that's your fault. But because I think 15 kills is pretty obtainable, especially if you're playing something like Shipment. But this camo is not hard to get. for what it looks like, it's very, very balanced in my opinion. It's not something stupid. If it was a stupid challenge, I would have not gone for it because it was generally not worth it. But if it's just playing time and having that feeling of mastering the game in some way, it was worth it to me. And so I think that it's honestly worth going for. It just gives you something to do, really. Like with the whole entire quarantine thing going on, it's just something to do. And I really do like it. In certain angles, it looks pretty slick. And also another thing is about this camo too is that I like how that it doesn't require you to not only play a different way, but you don't have to unlock any extra unnecessary stuff you don't want. Like, example of Damascus is that you have to get every gun gold. So if there's a gun, and trust me, there's a few, if there's a gun you do not want to get gold because it's terrible or it's just not your playstyle, this doesn't force you to have to play with any other guns that you do not want. You just play to the gun that you wish to choose. And for example, in my case, I went for the MP5 because the MP5 is a gun that I feel like not only do I like, but it also is versatile in both MP and Warzone. I could have gone for the M4, and that would probably be a better route for both MP and Warzone, but that would have taken forever, and the MP5 was just the next substitute. I think that this camo is something that I can easily show off in all my games now, and it's very, very fun in that. I like a mild sense of bragging. I like showing off my accomplishments. It's very fun to me. It's like a trophy, and it's just this big, awesome hurrah that I love. So I really do like the camo in that regard. And then also another thing with this camo is that it could have been a lot worse. Think about it this way. We could have gotten almost an identical camo to something we already had. Like, we could have easily gotten chrome camo and said that's a new camo and it would look identical to platinum. Or we could have gotten something we may have seen before. Like, we could have gotten diamond. A lot of people were theorizing that it might have been diamond camo because diamond was originally supposed to be in this game. For those of you guys that do not know, when the game first launched, platinum was listed as diamond in the game files. And so people were wondering that if diamond was actually meant to be the camo, and nobody ever got that answer. So people theorized that we were supposed to get diamond, not platinum, which I honestly would have preferred. And I may have at least gone for diamond, not necessarily Damascus. And honestly, if you think about it, if this were the case, if Damascus was platinum, like if Damascus was the camo that was supposed to be like if you got all the guns in a class gold, and diamond was the dark matter equivalent, I would have been actually fine with that, and I probably would have went for the dark matter equivalent in this game. If diamond was dark matter, or Damascus in this case, I probably would have gone for it. There's just certain camos that, like, even if they look cool, if they're not fitting to the amount of work that you have to go for it, I don't really want to go for it. And that's the case with any challenge. If the camo looked cool, sure, but if the challenge is going to make me want to rip my teeth out, I'm going to have to reconsider. I'm going to have to make sure that I really want it, because the only ever final camo that I ever went for truly was Black Ops 3 Dark Matter. And Black Ops 3 Dark Matter not only looks the best, but it was probably one of the more fun ones to go for. I honestly think that even in Black Ops 3, there were just some guns that just made me want to rip my teeth out. I did not like some Black Ops 3 guns. One of them, for example, was the sniper rifles. Because in Black Ops 3, it was so difficult to snipe. And if you're like me who read guns, you can't just pick up a sniper in Black Ops 3 and just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to quickscope you. Like back in Black Ops 2. That's not how it works in Black Ops 3. In Black Ops 3, unless you snipe and only snipe, it's very difficult. So there'd just be some guns like that, or even a whole class, rather, that was just not fun, and I didn't like it. So, Obsidian is honestly not necessarily the best camo, and it's not the worst camo either. It's just fair. It's a good camo, and what I recommend to you guys is that if you want a slick, clean-looking black, like for example how it's in the lighting here and it looks like it's a demon gun, as I like to call it, if you want a slick, nice-looking black, or you just want something to do and grind for, Obsidian Camo is definitely worth it in my opinion. I think that in the future to come, the Mastery Camo should almost be like this, or have multiple. Like, I like the idea of having a second Mastery Camo. They had that over the last couple years for multiple COD games. Like, I think in World War II they had Chrome Tiger, which was another version of Chrome that looked a little bit better, but it was like later in the season. Or what else? In Black Ops 4, they had Dark Matter, but the Dark Matter would like change over time with kills. They also did that with Diamond too, where every 5 kills it would change a color, and then eventually it would go from red Dark Matter, which is the Black Ops 4 one, to the purple Dark Matter from Black Ops 3. I thought that the interactive camos were also a cool concept. If the camo just looks cool or does something cool, it's much more worth it at the end of the day. And I hope that the camos are not just going to be continuing to be like one base color or something like that. Like, Obsidian was cool, but I wouldn't want something like this again. I want something like a Dark Matter equivalent. Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 had the best looking camos. The only reason why I just didn't go for Dark Matter in Black Ops 4 is just because it felt repetitive. Sure, it looked cool, but really, honestly, it was like a slightly more different version than it really was. It really wasn't that different. Honestly, I just rather just keep using my Black Ops 3 one, because Black Ops 3 was a better game and it's almost an identical camo. That's the only reason why I didn't go for it. But at the end of the day, that's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, guys. What do you think of Obsidian Camo in Modern Warfare? And if you guys want to see me get it for another gun next, let me know. And just let me know what you're going to go for. Anyways, guys, hope you ended up enjoying the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.